I know exactly what you're thinking right now, and that is ECA report is only for Federal Express Entry System. But what if I tell you that there's a lot of other things that you can do with your ECA report? No worries guys, because in this video we are going to tackle each and every one of them. Second, if you guys are not aware, let me tell you that WES is already accepting academic reports online. So when I say academic reports, these are copies of your transcript and degree certificate. Let me show you guys quickly what a transcript and a degree certificate looks like. So on the left hand side is a sample transcript, and on the right hand side is a sample degree certificate. So in this video, we are going to be talking about the two ways of obtaining an ECA report from WES. The first method is traditional way, which is sending your document to WES through mail or courier. Now the second is electronic transfer, which is sending your document to WES through email or online. Now before we move on to the step-by-step process, let me tell you the most important things that you should know right now. The cost of the application is 220 Canadian dollars. Now validity of your report is 5 years. So if you guys got your evaluation report today, then that is going to be valid up until 5 years from today. Now the application process takes about 16 business days as far as my application is concerned, and that to me is extremely fast considering that other bodies takes 3 to 4 months to process. No original copies will be sent to WES, but only official document copies. Again, the academic reports required are transcript and degree certificate. Before we move on guys, please consider subscribing to my channel, hit the bell, hit the thumbs up. I really appreciate all of the support. So now that those information are clear to you, let me present the two ways of obtaining an ECA report from WES, and then right after that, I am going to tell you what else you can use your ECA report for other than Express Entry application. First, let's start off with the traditional process, which is sending out your document to WES through mail or courier. And then we are going to talk about sending them online or through email. By the way, guys, I am going to make these steps very easy for you to follow and understand. But in case you have any questions, please do let me know down in the comment section below, and I'll be happy to answer each and every questions you have. First method is through mail or courier. Alright, so for this first method, the first step is to create a WES account online, pay for the fees, and then this step will generate a WES reference number for you. Let me walk you through account creation step by step. Alright, so the first step is to go to wes.org, change this from United States to Canada, and then click on the Get Started button right here. And then click Apply Now button right here, and then click on Canada, and then select for the right option. If you guys are applying for Agri-Food Pilot, then definitely click on the Start Application button right here. But if you guys are applying for Express Entry, PNP, AIPP, RNIP, etc., then definitely click on the Start Application button right here. And then it will take you to the account creation page. Fill out the form completely and click on the Create Account button right here. And then it will take you to the personal information page. Again, completely fill out the form, and once completed, click on the next button right here. And then it will take you to the education page. In this page, we are going to add a credential. So go ahead and click on the Add Credential button right here. Now it's time to add a credential. So simply fill out the form, make sure that the institution type is set to higher education, and notice that this is for my bachelor credential. Once done, click on the Save button. Now I have my bachelor's degree added on to my education. If you guys did take up a master's or doctoral, then go ahead and click on the Add Another Credential button. Once completed, click on the Next button. And then it will take you to the Report Recipients page. Now the address that you put in is where your evaluation report be sent to. Also, a copy of your report will be sent directly to IRCC. Now you can go ahead and click on the Next button. Now you're in your evaluation page. Guys, if anytime you want to take a break and do it on a different day, then you can always click on the Save and Exit button right here. Alright, so this page tells you the primary purpose of your evaluation, which is for immigration, the processing time, which is 35 business days, which is a case-to-case basis. In my case, I got mine for just 16 business days. And then it will tell you the price of the application, which is $220, and then click on the Next button. Then it will take you to the delivery options page, where you can select a delivery option, whether it is a standard mail or courier. If you want to fast track your application, you can go ahead and click on courier. Take note, guys, that your ECA report will be delivered to you electronically. Once completed, click on the Next button. And then it will take you to the required documents page, where it tells you all of the documents that you must send to WES for your evaluation report, which is your academic transcript. It also tells you where to send the documents to. And in preparation for step 2, all you have to do is to click on this link to download the academic records request form. Now back to the previous page, click on the Next button. Now you're in the review page, and all you have to do is to review all of the information that you've provided in this application. Take note that the total price is now 305 Canadian dollars, which consists of the $220 application fee as well as the $85 courier fee. Finally, click on the boxes over here to make your acknowledgements and click on the Next button. A dialog box will pop up telling you to confirm your name and date of birth. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the box and click confirm. Another confirmation will appear, which is for the harmonized sales tax eligibility. If you guys are not a resident of Canada yet, then click on the radio button right here and click continue. Now you're in the payment page. On this page, take a look at the total price, which is $305, and then select the payment method. Since I'm paying by credit card, then I'm gonna go ahead and click on this radio button and click submit. Now it's asking me to complete the payment by putting in my credit card information, and after that, I'm gonna go ahead and click on the submit payment button. Guys, take note that this 7-digit here is your WES reference number. I repeat, this 7-digit is your WES reference number, which you need to put in this field over here for your academic records request form. After you make a successful payment, it will give you the confirmation, and that ends step 1. Now let's move on to step 2. Step 2 is to download and fill out the academic record request form. Remember, guys, in step 1, we already downloaded the form. Now it's time for us to fill out the academic record request form and, of course, print the WES reference number on the form. Now here you have your academic records request form, and this is your reference number. Simply fill out the form completely and don't forget to append your signature and of course the date. Now after you filled out the form completely, step 3 is to submit that form to your school and instruct them to place your academic records in a sealed envelope with institution stamps seals on the back flap. Now on the upper right hand corner, you will see a perfect example of a perfectly sealed envelope. So here you see the logo of your school, which is not broken, and a signature of an official of your school. Step 4 is to mail the sealed envelope to Wes. Now this step can be done either by you or the school. Now the school sometimes will not mail the envelope directly to Wes, so in that case you are gonna be the one to mail that envelope to Wes. So what you can do is go to your school, take the envelope, go to the courier and mail it over. Now here is the address where you need to mail the envelope to. So that's World Education Services Attention Documentation Center, 2 Carlton Street, Suite 1400, Toronto, Ontario, M5B1J3, Canada. Now guys, this location is actually very close to where I live right now in Toronto. Now after 35 business days on average, step 5 is to receive the credential evaluation report from Wes on your email showing your Canadian equivalency summary. Now on the upper right hand corner is an example of a credential evaluation and authentication report showing your name and your equivalency, which is on this case a bachelor's degree. Now step 6, which is the last step, once you receive your ECA report on your email, go ahead and upload that report on your federal or provincial express entry profile. So guys, this is how you would apply for an ECA report from Wes using the first method. Now let's move on to the second method. Second method, electronic transfer. Alright guys, so if you want your documents submitted to Wes not through mail, not through courier, but rather online, then these are the steps that you need to follow. Now step 1, similar with the traditional way, is to create a Wes account online, pay for the fees, and of course this is going to generate a Wes reference number for you. Now for this step, simply follow what we've done previously in step 1 of the traditional method because they are exactly the same. Moving on to step 2 is to check the platforms that accept online submissions. Now take note guys that these platforms have an agreement with Wes. Now no worries because I am going to lead you and walk you through these platforms. Now here is the link where you can find all of the platforms that accept online transmission to Wes, which you can also find down in the description box below. Now for example, we have here Australia. The platform is iqas, and another one at the Australian Skills Qualification Authority, which is ASQA. And if you are from China, then we have here China Higher Education Student Information and Career Center. Let's take a look at this one. And that leads me to this link or website or platform. Scroll all the way down and it will tell you exactly the step-by-step process on how to send your documents to Wes through this platform online. So it says here, firstly, initiate an application on Wes website, which we already did on step 1. And then after you get your Wes reference number and review the Wes required documents, simply follow all of the steps down below here. Guys, it is very clear. Step 1, to register a CHSI account. Step 2, to apply for your reports. Step 3, deliver your reports. Everything is written down here, crystal clear. Now, step 3, guys, is what I've mentioned to you a while ago, which is to follow the instructions on the platform on how to submit your documents online. Now, step 4 is to receive the credential evaluation report from WES showing your Canadian equivalency summary. And finally, step 5 is to upload your ECA report on your federal or provincial express entry profile if you are applying for immigration. Alright, now let's talk about what you can use your ECA report for other than express entry application. Number 1, of course, as we all know, is to meet IRCC's ECA requirements, and that is to provide an ECA report. Now, second, you can use your ECA report to meet Provincial Nominee Program or PNP requirements by selecting the selective PNP office as a recipient. Note, guys, that this is highly recommended for the Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program or OINP. The third thing you can do with your ECA report is to qualify for IRCC's Agri-Food Immigration Pilot, which is a different pathway to Canadian permanent residence. The fourth thing that you can use with your ECA report is to gain recognition for your education so that you guys can pursue your goals in Canada. And of course, the last but not the least, number 5 is to store your report and verified educational documents for future use. Now, a very quick reminder, guys, before we end this session. Number 1, your WES is valid for 5 years. I repeat, 5 years from the date of issue, and you can continue using your ECA when you submit a new Express Entry profile. The second is your Express Entry profile is valid for 1 year from the date you submit a profile to IRCC. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to write down in the comment section down below. If you guys haven't watched my previous videos about Express Entry, you can try going through these videos right here. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Good luck.